Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They begin with a quick throw to the left. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Now it's second down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
The Ducks will line up to kick it away. So a 3 and out on the first possession. They'll have to kick it away. Fair catch made at the 35. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Here's a throw underneath to the back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Tar Heels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And the Tar Heels are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Man, he's brought down after a solid effort with that return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes a quick grab.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
A nice job here by this back picking up a 1st down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the Tar Heels line up on 1st and 10 now. They call the counter run here.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stop for no gain, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
North Carolina, 3.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He hands it off from the gun.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
What I love here with the quarterback is he knew exactly where he needed to go to get that first down.
This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So the screen on first. Out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Trying to force a field goal attempt. He'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't. Better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. So we reach the 2-minute warnings. This offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Ducks will try to keep this drive moving. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Eludes the rush. Quarterback looking to scramble. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and it allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That running back picks up a big gain, but I want to give credit to the offensive line. Did a really nice job there up front of being able to communicate, get on the same page, create that crease in the defense, and it made it very easy for the back to pick up the 1st down and then big yards on the back end.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here we go, third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And the game is now tied. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running the ball to the ground. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Going with the old counter run here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Tar Heels looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone, but the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And tackled there by the defense. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. And the field goal is good. And they've regained the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Comes back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Handoff to the right side. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he pulls in the catch. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Ducks looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. feed the fullback this time. Touchdown, Oregon. And they will claim the second half lead.
Ah, the hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They'll run it here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Caught quickly.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Snags the quick throw. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, there he is again. Another nice completion to this slot receiver, and he picks up the first down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receivers, but if I'm trying to defend this offense, I'd be worried about those one-on-one matchups on the inside against this slot receiver.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. 7th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. finding some room with the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space in running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And now a carry here for the fullback. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. Touchdown, North Carolina. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
BAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Ooh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time it's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. Get some space around the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting...
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment.
Chris, that is a huge play for this defense. They come up with the sack, they push the offense back a bit, and most importantly, they let that clock keep running.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, I love to see this quarterback throwing the football the way he is. That's the way you start a drive. 3 for 3, and let's keep it going.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Ducks, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wide out. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So just one play and they're just shy of midfield now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Intercepted in the end zone. And on that takeaway, the final play of the game. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.